first NFL season game opener is going to be this week. It's going to be Thursday at 7:30 p.m. The Patriots versus the Chiefs. So, are you excited?
Yeah, let's get it on, man. We're ready for football. We've been waiting for this since Super Bowl Sunday last February. It's an exciting time. I put on my NFL jersey, and Rachel, I'm ready to go. Let's go. Let's get pumped up. It's football time.
Woo!
Yeah.
All right. So I just thought you were going to say some more about that football time because you're so excited.
All right. Well, good. Well, let's
Is there anything else you have to say about football?
Well, there's a lot. It's a 20-minute show, so I'll keep it just to 19 minutes for this. The first home game you mentioned, Rachel, is September 7th. That's Thursday night at 7:30. And that's the Patriots. They are at home against the Kansas City Chiefs. I've learned over the last decade or so to never bet against the Patriots. Either they will win or will their way to victory, or they will cheat their way to victory. So either way, it's going to happen. So take the Patriots at home against the Chiefs. A couple other notes. Let's just talk about some games of the week. Packers and Seahawks. That's, I would say, a premier matchup. Some teams that have been to the playoffs in recent history. They've been in the playoffs a lot. Sunday Night Football is always the game of the week, and that's the Giants at the Cowboys. And Monday Night Football, there's two games for opening week. So we start with Saints at Minnesota, and then the Chargers visit the Denver Broncos. One quick game note, the game down in Miami has been postponed. That's the Buccaneers at the Dolphins. Hurricane Irma is on her way towards Florida, and with her putting that threat against the Florida and the Florida Keys, that game has been postponed. That'll be played during their bye week later in the year. I believe that's week 11. We'll put an update on that, though. But that game has been postponed. So if you're looking for Bucs, Dolphins, you'll have to wait just one more week. But the other games, like I said, games of the week, Patriots at home against the Chiefs, Packers, Seahawks, Giants, Cowboys, Saints, Vikings, Chargers, Broncos, and the rest of the NFL is here, and we are ready to go.
Well, thoughts and prayers out to all of those people down in Florida. I hope they all take cover and they leave if they have to. So grateful that the NFL is postponing that.
Yes.
So, Jason, go ahead and bring us a little bit of an update on how the Milwaukee Brewers are doing.
They are not doing. So, bad news for the Milwaukee Brewers. They had a nice weekend last week. Looked like maybe they were going to start to get some traction. They went over to Cincinnati a couple days ago for a 3-game series against the last-place Reds and lost every single stinking game in Cincinnati. Bad news going on there. Lost 7-1. That game was just final just a few minutes ago. They are now in third place behind the Cardinals. They're 5 losses behind the Cubs. They're 4 losses behind the Rockies, and perhaps even a loss behind the Cardinals now in wild card standing. They are just slipping. Matt Garza didn't even make it through the third inning today. Some interesting stats, Rachel, with Garza. I would be very surprised if he pitches again as a Milwaukee Brewer, and here's why. His last 6 starts, 24 innings pitched. He's given up 37 hits, 27 runs. He's only struck out 17, and he's got an over 10 ERA. So he was bad again today. Gave up 5 runs before they took him out. Loaded the bases right away in the third inning, walked in a run. Bad news there. Brewers have, I think, too tough of a hill to climb now. If you remember, Rachel, last week we talked about the Brewers having the Cubs 7 games in the month of September as they finish up the season, which is a way to catch the Cubs. And as we called out later in that show last week, they also have to beat the other teams to have a chance for that series to even matter, for those 7 games to count. And right now, the way the Brewers are playing, losing 3, getting swept to the last place Reds, forget about it. Or we may not talk about the Brewers again this year.